Welcome back to Beyond the Numbers, Principled CAM Conversations, where we help HOA and condominium boards build stronger communities through practical leadership and operational excellence. I'm Bryan Anderson, founder of Principled Community Association Management. So far this season, we've talked about board meetings, budgeting, reserve planning, vendor relationships, and preventative maintenance. Today, we're stepping back and looking at something that connects all of those areas: governance. Because even the best plans and systems don't work if everyone isn't clear about who is responsible for what. Good governance starts with clarity. What does good governance look like? Governance can sound like a complicated word. At its simplest, it's about how a community makes decisions and holds itself accountable. Effective governance means the board understands its responsibilities. Decisions are made thoughtfully, records are maintained, and everyone understands their role. The goal isn't to control everything. The goal is to provide direction, oversight, and accountability. The board's role. One of the most important distinctions for a board is the difference between governance and operations. The board provides leadership and oversight. Management and vendors handle the operational execution within their responsibilities. The board should be asking, are we meeting our obligations? Are we financially responsible? Are vendors performing? Are community priorities being addressed? Are we communicating appropriately with homeowners? But boards don't necessarily need to manage every individual task. When roles are clear, everyone can focus on what they do best. Avoiding micromanagement. This can be difficult for volunteer board members. You care deeply about your community. You want things done correctly, and sometimes that leads to getting involved in every detail. But effective oversight isn't the same as micromanagement. A strong board establishes expectations, reviews results, asks questions, and holds people accountable. It doesn't need to personally perform every operational task. That's especially important when working with a professional management company. The relationship should be built around trust, transparency, communication, and accountability. Better decisions require better information. Good governance depends on informed decisions. Before making an important decision, boards should have access to the information they need. That might include financial information, vendor proposals, maintenance records, reserve information, community policies, relevant professional recommendations. The objective isn't to make every decision complicated. It's to make sure decisions aren't being made based solely on assumptions, emotions, or incomplete information. Good information leads to better decisions. Governance in smaller communities. Smaller communities often have an advantage here. Board members may know their neighbors personally. They may have stronger relationships with vendors and management. But that closeness also makes professionalism and consistency especially important. Good governance helps separate personal relationships from community decisions. The question shouldn't be, what do I personally want? It should be, what is in the best interest of the community? That's an important distinction. So in closing, good governance doesn't mean having more rules. It means having greater clarity. Clarity about roles, clarity about responsibilities, clarity about expectations, and clarity about how decisions are made. When boards lead with clarity and accountability, management can operate more effectively, vendors know what is expected, and homeowners have greater confidence in their community's leadership. Thank you for joining me for Season 3, Episode 7 of Beyond the Numbers, Principled CAM Conversations. If you're looking for practical resources to help your board operate more effectively, download the free Small Condo and HOA Board Toolkit, or schedule a complimentary 20-minute condo or HOA strategy call. You'll find the links on our website, principledcam.com. Until next time, remember, good governance isn't about controlling everything. It's about making sure everyone knows what they're responsible for and doing it well. And that's what it means to go beyond the numbers.